Criticism. It's a word that can make even the most confident person flinch. It's an unavoidable part of life, woven into the fabric of our experiences. Whether we're striving for success in our careers, pursuing personal passions, or simply navigating our daily lives, criticism has a way of finding us. We've all been there, feeling the sting of a pointed remark or the weight of a negative review. It's easy to let those moments chip away at our confidence and make us question our abilities. But what if we could change our relationship with criticism? What if, instead of dreading it, we could learn to embrace it as a catalyst for growth and improvement? This is precisely what sets successful people apart. They understand that criticism, when handled effectively, can be an invaluable tool on the path to achievement. It's not about developing a thick skin or becoming immune to feedback. Instead, it's about cultivating a mindset that allows us to view criticism objectively, manage our emotional responses, and extract valuable lessons that propel us forward. In the following sections, we'll explore the strategies that successful people employ to navigate criticism with grace and resilience. The first step in mastering criticism is transforming our perception of it. Instead of viewing it as a personal attack, successful individuals reframe criticism as valuable feedback. They recognize that criticism, even when poorly delivered, often contains a kernel of truth, a perspective that can illuminate blind spots and highlight areas for improvement. This shift in perspective is crucial. When we view criticism as an assault on our identity, we're more likely to respond defensively, dismissing the feedback or counterattacking the critic. However, when we adopt a growth mindset, embracing the idea that we are works in progress capable of continuous improvement, criticism transforms from a threat to an opportunity. This doesn't mean accepting every piece of criticism blindly. It's about approaching feedback with a discerning eye, separating the constructive from the unproductive. Successful people ask clarifying questions, seeking to understand the intent behind the criticism and the specific actions that led to the feedback. By engaging in this way, they gather valuable information that allows them to assess the validity of the criticism and determine the most effective course of action. Reframing criticism as feedback, coupled with a willingness to seek clarity, lays the foundation for growth and resilience. Criticism, even when viewed constructively, can still evoke strong emotions. It's natural to feel a twinge of disappointment, frustration, or even anger when confronted with negative feedback. The key lies not in suppressing these emotions, but in managing them effectively. Successful people possess a heightened sense of emotional intelligence. They recognize the importance of self-awareness, acknowledging their emotional responses without letting those emotions dictate their actions. When criticism arises, they pause, taking a moment to acknowledge the feeling without judgment. This pause allows them to create a space between the stimulus, the criticism, and their response. Instead of reacting impulsively, they respond thoughtfully. They remind themselves that their self-worth is not contingent upon external validation. They understand that everyone makes mistakes, and that setbacks and failures are not indicators of inherent flaws, but rather opportunities for learning and growth. By mastering their emotions, successful people maintain their equilibrium, ensuring that their responses are guided by reason and a commitment to improvement, not by the fleeting intensity of their emotions. Section 4. Self-worth versus actions. You are not your mistakes. One of the most insidious traps of criticism is its potential to chip away at our sense of self-worth. When we conflate our actions with our identity, criticism can feel like a judgment on our very being. Successful people, however, understand the crucial distinction between criticizing actions and criticizing the individual. They recognize that mistakes are inevitable, a natural byproduct of growth and experimentation. They view criticism as feedback on their actions, not on their worth as human beings. This separation is paramount. It allows them to acknowledge areas where they can improve without internalizing the criticism as a reflection of their character. They understand that they can strive for excellence without equating perfection with self-worth. This healthy perspective fosters resilience. When we detach our sense of self from our actions, we're more likely to view criticism as an opportunity for growth, rather than a referendum on our value. We become less defensive and more open to feedback, recognizing that it can help us become the best versions of ourselves.